Genuine question, Alfred. I've just been thinking about this recently, and now that we have a literal walk in corpse as our president, I'm beginning to wonder when exactly did presidents stop being presidential? And I am thinking that it's around Bush, or maybe it was this Trump one. I just can't decide which one. Which one do you think?
You are not looking back far enough. The answer is super easy. It's Woodrow Wilson by like 10 miles. Come on, get out of here. How could it be anybody but him?
No, I mean, at the end of the day, when you think of the presidents of the past, at least they were all posh and they look the part. They may be full of crap,
Do
but
you
at
even
least they
know?
look the
Do you
part.
even know what Woodrow Wilson did?
No, I just know how they look, and they
Yeah,
all
yeah.
look presidential.
That's
Because
why
we
you
were
have
all
no clue.
no. Remember, we
You have
are
no
all
clue.
dead.
No
We
clue.
were all dead.
It's
They're all
Woodrow
dead by
Wilson.
the time we're in.
Woodrow
Why?
Wilson ruined it for the rest of them.
Why?
Everybody was a manly man up until Woodrow Wilson, and then it all went downhill from there. Then you got all sorts of other people adding welfare and all sorts of stuff to the tax system and making things worse. But Woodrow Wilson was the one who ratified the 19th Amendment. There's no coming back from
We're,
that. That's
we're
the end of civilization as we know it.
we're always going back to the 19th Amendment. Listen, any other president afterwards, if it was such a bad thing, everyone could have come together and undid it. But no one's coming together. So I don't believe that. I think maybe it came after cameras just became more accessible and we're just able to see that they were all pieces of crap. But I just think that no, that's not even the case because Obama, he looked pretty presidential. Clinton looked pretty presidential until, I mean, the blue dress, it's kind of hard
What
to
is
see.
wrong with you? Who cares what they look like? That's the problem that everybody is manifesting when they go to vote. Is they worry about the appearance and oh well, this one seems presidential. No, get out of here. It doesn't matter what they seem. I don't care if the dude shows up in shorts and a fedora. The whole point is, are they making laws that promote freedom, that promote prosperity and a booming economy without all sorts of other ramifications with entanglements around the world with other nations that just lead to war and higher prices and tariffs? No protectionism, no 19th Amendment, no welfare, not even an income tax system, none of that stuff. The further down the line you go in presidents, the more manly they get and presidential they appear. You started with George Washington, fought himself in the war, then John Adams, then Thomas Jefferson. These are all men who are the ones behind the quotes that discuss killing people to preserve freedom, right? Remember that the tree of liberty from time to time needs to be refreshed with the blood of tyrants and patriots alike. Stop acting like women. There's no need to give them the right to vote, to put them in power as vice presidents, and then eventually, it's coming, right? They're going to become presidents, and it's just going to all fall apart. Look at all the countries that have female leadership. It's terrible. You don't want to live there. So
Incorrect.
stick
Incorrect.
with the men, grab your guns, maintain the First and Second Amendments, and get rid of the 19th.
Incorrect. I disagree with all of this. Dueling Advocates' first tip of the day was appearance. You must look gentlemanly and presidential first and foremost. Stop giving them the cop out. You must dress for the position you want and have. We told the world because it is fact. The Queen of England did a pretty good job as female. She also dressed the part. Didn't see her twerking. Wasn't a thought. So at the end of the day, appearance matters. And a president needs to be presidential in appearance first and then competent. I'm glad you said Washington. You know what? He looked presidential and he fought in the war. Also, all the military men in the war, they look a certain way. Appearance matters. So no, they don't need to go into short shorts and flip-flops. The problem is these men that are becoming presidents are walking around like 5-year-olds. And as a result, they're making policies like 5-year-olds. And we have a military general saying he wants to learn more about pink haired and stuff when I want to learn more as to whether Putin is actually going to press that button. So I think we have to blame Trump for it because he did not look presidential. Bush was an idiot, but he looked presidential. Trump is probably the cause of all of this.
All right, don't panic. You're having a stroke. We'll take care of that in a minute. Don't worry, you'll survive just fine. But there's a reason why it was called suffrage. It's so that everybody knew what was coming.